but there's always hope, okay? And that's what we're talking about on this channel. And when it comes to health, the more masculine a woman is, unfortunately, the worse her health is going to be. Why? Because of rejection, because of motivation. When she's not being able to attract the guys that she desires, what's the use of going to the gym? You probably will have a lot of other addictions as a masculine woman because you've got a lot of problems. And what's the best way to get rid of problems? Of course, it's to drink and smoke and party and every weekend. And it's to have sex, casual sexual relationships. And it's to use drugs and to pop pills because medicine is the only way that I'm emotionally stable. You see where masculine women receive worse and worse health. It's not good for them. When you're masculine, everything becomes compounded on top of each other. Problems upon problems upon problems. And the last aspect is financials. A masculine woman will be very motivated for her financials to increase exponentially, for her to succeed and achieve her dreams and goals and be driven. So she's going to be motivated to go through the rejection. And what is a rejection? It's a problem. The more problems you heap upon a woman, the more she will produce the hormonal mixes of survival. She will be in survival mode continuously. Her financials will also suffer no matter what, no matter how much she makes, she will spend all of her money because that's what women do. Because they love to spend. They're designed to be spenders, not income creators. Most of masculine women are those who struggle with a full-time job and are simply just burdened through life and end up spending 60,000 hours working a full-time job for someone else instead of being a feminine woman who's provided for and protected by a masculine, high-value man. Masculine women receive more and more problems. And because of this, she has less capacity to care about other people. She will be in survival mode, which means that she continuously has to think about herself. And she has a scarcity of resources. It makes it so that she is very protective about what she has because she doesn't want to lose it. Which is going to, in turn, cause people to back off. And when people back off, when that masculine woman ends up having more problems and more problems, since she's not helping out other people, there's no positive karma coming back. Again, obviously, it's not her fault. This is her environment. But what we can do for these masculine women is to continuously lift and unburden them, one step at a time. We can also share this video. We can help them understand themselves. We can give them advice when they're down and depressed by being there for them, accepting them, but also nudging them in the right direction if possible. The whole goal of this channel is to unburden women and children. Masculine women cannot change because they are burdened. And if they cannot change, then we've just got to be good examples for them until they somehow find these videos that helps explain their entire lives and what has been going on. Feminine women end up with a more beautiful lifestyle than anyone else. And that brings me to the last one, the masculine man. How does it work for the masculine man when it comes to problems? First of all, understand that the masculine man only thinks about himself. The masculine man is individualistic. He's very much what's in it for me. Now, he might have a little bit of femininity that makes it so that he cares about other people, so that he cares about the world, so that he cares about society, and that he cares about, kids that are hungry and people who are suffering. It's kind of the position that I'm in. I've grown up very feminine, but I'm continuously growing towards masculinity in a positive, healthy way, bringing with me everything that I've learned from my feminine state, because I was allowed to be unburdened as a child. As a masculine man, he knows He cannot rely upon anyone else for provision or protection once he reaches a certain age. A masculine man will be fired up outside his brain with testosterone. Testosterone, baby. There's no way that you can have too much testosterone for a masculine guy. Because that testosterone is what motivates him to go through the walls of rejection. Because each rejection fuels his testosterone even more. He hates giving up, he hates losing, so he's going to make it happen. Not only this, but the more testosterone he's got in his life, the happier he's going to be. The more masculine he's going to be, guess what? The more feminine women he's going to attract. And these women worship and adore him in such a way that it boosts his confidence level, it boosts his testosterone even more. What do you think happens in the 3 categories of life? In relationships, he basically can choose any girl he desires. The more masculine he is, the easier it is for him to get laid. It's just what it is. And if he makes a mistake, the woman knows she can't really get any much better than him. So she basically forgives him and says, it's okay, I'm sorry too. And then they end up having a great relationship as long as he remains in his masculinity and takes the blame for a lot of the things that goes wrong. If he's masculine, truly masculine, emotionally stable, and takes all of the blame, man, what a beautiful relationship he's going to have with other women. When it comes to his health, what do you think? The masculine man, do you think he cares about his health? Absolutely. He's an athlete. He's rock hard solid, okay? This guy will do anything to become stronger, more buff, to have more masculine features because it's all about survival. It's all about being the best. It allows him to have optimal health, and it also allows women to look up to him and worship him even more. So the masculine man has optimal health. The masculine man does everything for his financials to be top-notch, absolutely amazing. He is so motivated, he wants to dominate every single competition that he's got in the niche that he's in. He wants to win. The more masculine a man is, the more ambitious and motivated he is to exponentially grow his wealth. He's going to desire to be rich. The reason why? Provision and protection, baby. He wants a family and he wants it to be an absolutely beautiful lifestyle for them. But if he's masculine, he's also going to make sure he does this wisely in a way that it can continue for generations. He creates generational wealth as a masculine man. And he does it very wisely and without ever breaking the law. Because if he breaks the law, he risks having everything cut off under him. And usually those are the feminine guys who do that. The masculine guys, they know that if they treat people right, karma is always going to return wonderful things back to them in the future. Masculine men are rational when it comes to karma. The more good I do to other people, the more good is going to happen to me. So what do you think I'm going to say about problems when it comes to the masculine man? The masculine man loves problems. The more masculine he is, the more motivated and ambitious he's going to be to take upon himself more and more and more problems. And the more problems he put upon his shoulders, the stronger he becomes. And the better able he is to protect and to provide. This is the masculinity you should desire to see in the man of your choice. A man that continuously climbs the ladder of success selfishly for his own purposes and reasons. The entire world will benefit from him massively climbing that career ladder and climbing that success ladder. And women have to understand this and encourage men to seek for riches and encourage men to reach their dreams and goals. Because once a masculine man reaches those goals, he will automatically bring his beautiful feminine wife with him and his beautiful children. That's what we're after. We're creating beautiful, amazing families. The more abundance the man creates, the more he sends out good to other people. The more he sends out good to other people, the more abundance is going to return back to him. Masculinity in men is an absolutely fantastic thing. And it has to do with being selfish and individually building up his wealth for the betterment of all of humankind. The rich didn't build it upon the backs of the poor. It is the rich that bring up and train the poor to develop skills and to serve the people so that everyone can have a much better situation. Bringing it all the way back to part 1 of these problem videos. This life is about having joy and happiness continuously and all of the time, and for you to have continuous pleasure as a woman. You are blessed in such a way that when you are unburdened as a woman, that joy and that happiness and that pleasure is automatic. It happens all on its own. And it happens because someone else is solving your biggest problems, which has to do with financials. And once the financials are taken care of, you can focus on your health and your relationships, and you'll have the motivation to do so because your masculine man is so flippin' fantastic. I hope you got a lot out of this video. So remember to comment down below and like it. There's so much more to share. Please, if you've got questions, give them to me, and I'm gonna do my best to answer them in consequent videos or in the comment section where I always reply. This is the Girls of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling. I will see you in the next video.